Edwards floor spacing slasher build is the best and most exciting build in NBA 2K24. This build is almost impossible to guard with amazing playmaking and a 94 driving dunk, which is going to make it super easy to get a lot of contact dunks. And this build also gets amazing shooting with limitless range on silver, so you can literally score from anywhere on the court. Anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly how I made the best Anthony Edwards build in NBA 2K24. Alright, we are going to go ahead and get into the build. I'm going to show you guys the physicals and then all the attributes y'all are going to need to create this Anthony Edwards build. I know it's super easy to just want to skip around and get to the end of the video so you can just copy all the attributes, but I actually am going to genuinely be going over each attribute and why it is important to have the exact number that I use. So if you do care about this build and don't want to be worried about if it's actually good or not, just hear me out through this video. I promise it's not going to be that long. I'm going to explain every single attribute and the reasoning behind it. So let's go ahead and get into it. For the position, you do go shooting guard. That is Anthony Edwards' position. In the height, you go 6'4", that is his height. And then the weight, you are going to go down to 175. There's no reason to be 222 or 225, whatever weight he is in real life. There's literally no benefit on 2K for it. We do leave the wingspan at 6'9", which is his actual wingspan though in real life. So we are pretty much the exact body of Anthony Edwards, other than the weight, which isn't that big of a deal. Now we'll go ahead and start with this attribute, which is honestly one of the most Anthony Edwards attributes in this whole build, which is going to be the driving dunk. As y'all know, he literally posterized Kevin Durant, and obviously has gotten way more posterizers than just that in his career. So for this build, we do want to get insane contacts. Literally my first night of making this build, I got multiple contacts, as I showed y'all in some of the clips. And here's another one of me literally deleting someone's my player build, in case y'all wanted to see a little more proof. So you bring this up to a 94. The driving dunk is a 94. The close shot brings automatically up to a 49 because of that. Driving layup as a 74 because of that. And we do leave that as a 74. We don't need to upgrade this like crazy. There's really genuinely no point, in my opinion at least. You don't really need fearless finisher. If you're driving, you are most likely doing the John Wall crossover and you're dunking the ball or going for a contact. And if you do get put in a layup animation, you literally have Giant Slayer. You have all these badges. You're making layups on this build. I promise y'all that. I haven't even upgraded it yet and I'm making layups, but most of the time I am dunking. And then standing dunk, you do need a 45 standing dunk. That is just the minimum requirement to get good actual standing dunk animations in this game. As you see, we do get Precision Dunker on gold and Aerial Wizard on gold. Those are both very good badges, but standing dunk is just for the animation. If you do the John Wall crossover and don't get a driving dunk, you're under the rim. It's going to be a pretty fast standing dunk animation, so trust me on that. That is the finishing attributes of this build. You do not need any post control. And then shooting, as y'all know, Anthony Edwards is a pretty good shooter, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, he's not like a Steph Curry. No one looks at him and is like, yeah, that dude's a sniper. But he, like, let's be honest, he's a pretty good three-point shooter. And obviously, we're making a 2K build. So I wanted limitless range on silver. I feel like that's pretty fair. He can pull up from pretty deep at some times. So I brought it up to a 92 so that way we can shoot. Because this is a small guard at the end of the day that can get contacts. It's going to be able to dribble like crazy. It basically is a small guard that gets contacts, just like Anthony Edwards. So we do go 92 on the three-point shot. I left the mid-range at a 77. I know realistically, Anthony Edwards would have a higher mid-range than a 77. I wanted to kind of bring it up to 84 to get Midi Magician on gold, but that's not all that deep because I'm not going to lie, for the most part, I am playing threes and I don't fade mid-ranges on threes or rec, and I don't fade there either. And even if I am playing twos on this build, which I have done and successfully done, I'm really not fading from the mid-range, and if I am, Midi Magician on silver is plenty enough to do that. Most of the time, I'm sparking threes, rim running, and dunking, and I'm also fading some threes because we do get agent threes on this build, so y'all really don't need to bring mid-range up that much, and honestly, I needed it for other attributes on this build. I'm explaining why here when I show y'all the rest of the build. So ball handle, we need to bring ball handle to a 92 to unlock all the attributes. All the dribble animations for small guard, except for Steve Francis, which isn't that great. I'm not gonna lie, it's overhyped. So y'all do not need that. And then speed of ball, you bring this to a 90 to unlock obviously the greatest dribble style in the game, which is Kyrie Irving. Don't worry, speed booster and all these badges are gonna go up when I actually go to the physicals down below. But that is the animations, or that's the playmaking you need for this build. I did leave pass accuracy at a 62. One, because I'm not playing comp pro M5s. I don't need to throw laser beams to the corners. But even if I do play rec, 62 is plenty enough. You can still pass the ball. It's really not that deep. You get dimer on bronze still and relay passer on bronze. But I'm telling y'all still complete really good passes. I've been playing threes and I get the ball to the corner with no struggle. That is the playmaking. I'm gonna go ahead and do the physicals here real quick. The speed I did leave at an 85. One of the most important parts of this build is bringing acceleration to an 87. As you see, we get speed booster on gold. That makes you just that much faster when dribbling on the perimeter and just dribbling in general, doing your speed boost combos, all that. We don't touch strength. We don't need to. There's literally no reason to. And then vertical, we need an 82. 82 vertical is for contact dunks. For the packages you need. I'll show y'all the best dunk packages in another video with this build. And I'll show y'all honestly, if this video gets like, I don't even care, bro. If it gets 1 like, I will, no, I'm kidding. If y'all just like the build, really, if y'all genuinely like the build, then I will do a whole different video of Anthony Edwards animations, the best dunking animations for this build, the best dribble animations, and the best jump shot. I'll really combine all that. Yo, Perkio, I'm about to bug out. But I will do a whole separate video of all the best animations to use for this build if y'all really want, if y'all really do like this build, which I think y'all will if y'all actually make it. And then 96 stamina. We do that just so we do get handles for days on gold. The rest of the attributes I just put on interior defense just to help me a little bit. Why not? It doesn't hurt. I have genuinely been getting stops on big men, like if people drive me and I jump. So I know like the biggest concern with this build, right, is everyone's gonna be like, there's no defense. You can't play defense on this build. That is BS. I've played this game long enough. I've played enough games. I've made enough builds to tell you defensive attributes are BS really, unless you are like actually guarding a really good ISO person, which I'm playing threes. Most of the time I have a lock with me. And even if I do have the guard build, it's so easy to run high-low with the center or easy to switch. And it's honestly not hard to guard the paint. If someone rim runs on me and I'm on their body, pause, then I jump, they're gonna miss a layup. In perimeter defense, it's just easy to guard people if you know what they're doing. You just can't reach on this build. Don't hit X. If you hit X, you're gonna do the slowest reach in the animation and in the world, and you're gonna be cooked. But really, if you are smart in this game and know how to play decent defense, y'all do not need all these defensive attributes. Y'all are gonna be killing people on offense. If you're on the one court, people aren't even gonna be getting the ball from you anyway. You're gonna be rim running, dunking on people, shooting. That's why this build really is good. I'm telling y'all will be fine with no defense. I promise y'all. And here we go. We don't get shades of Anthony Edwards, unfortunately. Sorry, I know it kind of sucks. But these are the shades we get, which honestly are pretty good. And then I like the name of this build as well. It's a floor space, bro. It's a floor spacing slasher. Honestly, I kind of like it because it's kind of misleading. If I'm guarding this person, I'm not really like thinking they're going to be sparking, but you have a 92 free ball. I really like the name floor spacing slasher. It's a little different than all your normal, like, typical two-way, blah, 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 two-way, this, what, that, like three-point threat, all that stuff. So I really do like the name, and it's really good. Like I said, I've had a lot of fun in rec, and especially on threes with this build. So I really do hope y'all enjoy this build, man. If y'all did, make sure y'all do drop a like and comment if y'all do want the animations down below that y'all see me using with this build. If y'all are in my stream or just saw the clips I show you on the video. If y'all want those animations, just comment down below. Let me know if you made it to the end of the video as well. I really do appreciate y'all. I'm finally back and actually posting on YouTube again. I know I took a little break. Kind of wasn't really feeling it, but I'm motivated again. I got it back, so I'm going to be consistent again, and I'm going to get really consistent with streaming. As some of y'all know, I've been streaming recently still. So I appreciate the love, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.